Mahila, got a creature here. 4 parts of the 384 creature. So we made it to 384. Thank you, Jesus. Humanoid and bear-like. Okay. So it can run on fours and it can stand up. So MLADEN BRATIC, 2 November 1991. He was kind of associated with that Scorpions movement, Bosniak wars and stuff. So Allium spathacum. It's like an onion type plant that's in like Eritrea and Ethiopia. Um, then on Wikipedia, see THRALL Warcraft Wikipedia from Blizzard Entertainment. See character overview section. Thrall was raised by Adeless Blackmore, a self-serving military command who runs the encampments where the orcs were imprisoned, as his slave. All of that, too, that part of the paragraph, too, he also had the opportunity to study basic writing and history. So just that section, just that, okay, about Thrall, okay. So then a viper wolf of Pandora that had the head of a Trichobala harzia regenti and 2 of its 6 arms or legs as Pseudolampona crumbit. Okay, C. Pseudolampona. Okay, which is a type of spider. All right, so because those viper wolves, they have the 2 kind of front arms, then they have a section right under those 2 front arms, and so it's about 6 legs total. But 2 of them, I think it's the 2 middle ones are the Pseudolampona crumbit. Okay, which you have to go to Pseudolampona to see that. So upon standing, humanoid hands, fingers appear, or they morph. Okay, so and the morph is kind of like that Tarzan scene with Margot Robbie, where he shows his hands and they kind of morph. So, all right, so we've got it, and that's upon standing. And I saw it as suave, like it was suave like a Roman politician, kind of like the way it could move as a human with the Hindu type arms. Okay, so really cool to think of that one. And then the thrall, the plant, and the MLADEN BRATIC all mixed together, 4 parts of the 384. All right. So this is for anyone who makes it to the 384 would go through this type of ordeal. But remember what we said last night, they're having an Omega Mart in Las Vegas. So, you know, it says in the Bible, like, when the transgressors are come to the full, to the full, that means they might cut it off at some point where there aren't any more of the, people that make it or whatever. I don't know how it all works. Hopefully it's not some devil deal. But I don't think that it is. We have evidence, we have a lot of evidence for it. And I just think that it's the new Jews, okay? All right. Then of the Jeremy Las Vegas flood timeline, okay? That Jeremy will be doing a miracle ministry. You know, I know that sounds really crazy, but that's what I believe. He'll have a new like humanoid type appearance. So, um, a huge Nimrod road and city system built from Lexington, KY to Indianapolis, Indiana, over a 3-year time. So that's during Jeremy's time. Okay, so 2 buildings hit but not fallen, added on to with Neotech, At the start of 3-year and 5-day Dilophosaur complete, the garden commencement hook takes place where they break ground on the project. After 3-year garden, Revelation 22, Chambers of Zion, garden in the plant in the tree sense, and Sharks and Minnows takes place in buildings with helmets on. You have helmets on for the game. Very official. 16.67143 yards across is the pool, and 6.99143 meters deep. That's the regulation for the. That's the official numbers on that, and it'll be exact. And those are in the buildings, probably the top floor. This is a huge undertaking. I'm talking like everyone, like that idol based where they all come together in strength. It'll be like that for this project. And they do it in 3 years, man. Like it'll look like Blade Runner, but it'll be done in 3 years. Just this part of America. And like it'll be the biggest undertaking ever done, bigger than anything the Romans did or Alexander the Great or any of them. Bigger than the Mayans and the Egyptians, bigger than the Egyptians, okay? And like this will be just like construction like crazy, and people organizing stuff, like people with big ideas and all this stuff, like just coming together for this one part of the country, like putting all their strength into this one part of the country, while Las Vegas was pretty much flooded out. So, um, so that's that timeline. Okay. So I'll let you take a look at this. Here, I got it. Let's see. Okay. So I'll try to zoom in on all this so you can see it. All right. Oh, yeah. They will. All right. Look, the way this matrix works, they will have replacements because they keep apoching it. They keep U-turning. Okay. And because they don't have the Cocoa Samoa, they don't have that gravity, like where he flips the gun to Neo. He's like, Neo, take this gun. Yeah, right when the deja vu happens, if there's no Cocoa Samoa, then it'll keep happening where they keep rerunning everything, because they rerun the prophecies that were supposed to happen. Not just me or the people that write stories in Hollywood. I'm talking about like Rhonda Empson, like Grox, everyone who has a prophecy, all the Watchmen on YouTube, even someone that just has a basic dream on YouTube. Hey, I had a dream 5 years ago, and this is what it was, and that's my only video, and thanks. Like, even if that doesn't come to pass, it's a rerun. Like they U-turn it. So for that to not happen now, if it doesn't happen now, then we'll get things going for this. It'll be a 143 to start it, 143 days to start it, and then the last 5 of that 143 is the complete Dilophosaur with the anaconda on the staff, Gray and Reptile tripped out, which means everyone leaves at different points within that 5 days and goes into heaven or their timeline. And but that's talked about in Daniel at the end of Daniel 12. The 138 days is talked about at the end of Daniel, because it 138 plus 5. So because someone might leave at the first minute of that last 5 days, because it'll be at different times, and someone might leave the last second of the last 5 days. So but if it doesn't go through, where we don't have the actual set of the stories going through, whatever that takes, if it takes the pit being opened and the locust coming out or whatever, if that doesn't happen, then and the seals don't get started for the Bible, Revelation, then then they'll try to have replacements. Now what that means is like there will be a guy named Gilbert or something that'll kind of look like Leo, and he'll be trying to like get with the sacred woman, and he'll be from Georgia or something. Like he'll have all the signs, but he won't be Leo. Does that make sense? Like he'll be like the new guy on the block, and like it all makes sense, but like it's still not Leo. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll do that all the time, where it's like they test you to see if you'll fall for the trick of what they U-turn it for. They or what they U-turn, because it's like them saying, "Hey, we U-turned it, but we still got it for you. Look." But it's not. It's not a good present. Like it's not. Does that make sense? And that's just one example. They'll do that for everything. So keep a mercy mindset. This is the creature. Okay, this is the 384, and thank you.